So I'm looking at my old videos and what I've updated y'all on so far. So I didn't update you guys on what happened at my ultrasound. So with my ultrasound, I go in and, you know, I've had 3 miscarriages. I go into every single one of those appointments because that's always how we have found out that they're gonna not find anything and that they're not gonna find a heartbeat. I mentally go into each of those appointments with that mindset just because I think it's my brain's way of protecting itself. So we go in, and this ultrasound tech, I've never seen her before, but she's so kind and she's so talkative. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk to her. Maybe I'll get some more information out of her because they're not allowed to say anything. So she does the ultrasound and I see the sac. We actually see the sac this time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there it is. And I'm like audible, I'm talking. I'm like, okay, I see something. I'm not seeing something correctly. And she was like, yep, there's the baby. And then she takes a picture. And then I see this. I see another blob. And I say jokingly, that's not 2. It's not 2, is it? And the ultrasound tech just kind of looks at me and smirks and says, all I can say is, you're probably going to be in here next week. She's going to want to monitor this. And my mouth just drops. And I'm still like, it was early in the morning and I was tired. I was like, I can't even wrap my brain around that. There's no way. And she goes into all the other things that it could be. She's like, I don't even remember what she said, but I believed her. It was like, she's like, it could be a clot of some sort. It could be this. And I'm believing everything. Anything other than twins is what I'm believing. But I wanted a picture of the baby regardless, because we saw something. We saw a sac. So she was like, okay, yes, I'm going to get these pictures printed, and I'm going to bring them to you in the waiting room while you wait for the doctor. Which normally they just hand it to you right then and there. And they're like, yeah, here you go. So I was like, okay, here I am over-analyzing everything this ultrasound tech does, because that's what I do. So I sit in the waiting room and I'm seeing all these other women come out of their ultrasound room with pictures of their ultrasounds. And I'm like, where's mine? And so in my head, I'm like, okay, if she thinks that it's twins, she's going to take it to my doctor and she's going to have her look at it first and get it approved. So either she's confirming that that's what it is, or she's confirming something else that it's not that, and she wants to make sure that she didn't tell me something she wasn't supposed to. So it's a good minute until my appointment. Like, it takes a little while. And I still don't get a picture. But then they call my name back. I go into my doctor's office and I'm waiting on my doctor. Now, a reminder, when we did I did 2 ultrasounds, no, 1 ultrasound before, she thought this was an early miscarriage because we didn't see anything the past few times. But after we did labs, she was like, that explains why we didn't see anything. Your HCG levels weren't high enough yet. Like, you were just too early. So she comes in and she has 2 sets of ultrasounds. And one has the baby, like the one that we have seen, or the one that we could clearly see, and it says baby Gillespie on it. So the ultrasound tech put that on there, which if you're an ultrasound tech and you go out of your way to do stuff like that, it means so much to us. Like, I know it takes 2 seconds for you to type that in, but those little things mean the world to us. And then my doctor says, your case has just kind of blown my mind, because we went into this thinking you were possibly having a miscarriage, and then your levels just kept getting bigger and bigger. And I'm going to tell you right now, and then she pulls up the other ultrasound, and the sacs say A and B. And she says, I see 2 babies here. And then everything after that was almost a blur. She kept saying twins. She kept saying it. And every time I heard the word, I was like, it was like becoming more real. But I think I was just so much in shock. Like, I didn't cry. I was just kind of in disbelief as she was saying it. And then throughout the day, we continued to tell our family and our friends. And even at the end of that day, after we had just told everyone, because I just needed to tell people, I still was just almost still not real to me. And it's been not even a full week yet, and I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it. But that is kind of the conclusion, or that's kind of what happened at the appointment. And then that day, we did lab work. And did blood work. Numbers were 912, and then it went, I think it was 5 days later. I'll put it down here so I can see the range. Then it went to 5,400, and then it went to 22,000, which anyways. And so but she had said the babies are measuring, she said baby A was measuring 6 weeks, baby B was measuring 6 weeks and 2 days. So one of the ultrasound like one of the babies, like looked clearly, like the sac looked more defined. And then the baby A, it just was a lot smaller and it just didn't look as defined. And she was like, it doesn't concern me. I just want to watch it. You're going to come in for ultrasounds almost weekly, which is exciting. But we're headed to the beach next week, so I couldn't go every week. I'm like, the week after I found out I'm having twins, we're going to the beach. So we're going to the beach, and then I'll have my ultrasound in about 2 weeks, essentially. So we should for sure see something then. So, but anyways, that's the conclusion, and that's the update of what happened when we found out we had twins.